Welcome back to another special edition of the HNL Tonight Show with the Hockey Coach, Guru Coach Franchise directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on the Monday, November 7, 2022, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks to join me tonight. We're going to talk about hockey tonight. Really, Coach, of course, because it's time to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. We have a couple of news around the team. We're going to talk about different team around the league, NHL news like the injury update, and then a couple of news about different team where they have a really disappointment since the beginning of the season. And we're going to talk about different things. Then, of course, you guys, you're going to join me talking about hockey tonight at the end of the show. The next 60 minutes, 90 minutes, we're going to do the Frenchie quiz tonight. And that will be conclude the show of the HNL Tonight Show. So thanks for joining me and thanks to be a part of the show tonight. We have a few people already in the house. And of course, we're going to follow the game around the league. We have 3 games in action tonight in NHL. Honestly, at the Boston, the Diddy Garden, we have another one in the New York Calendars. And then finally, right now, the Washington Capitals host the Edmonton Oilers. 1-0 for the Capitals. 1-1 between the Boston Bruins and St. Louis Blues the last time I watched. And then the Calgary Flame was lead 3-1 over the New York Calendars. So we're going to talk about this. I'm going to give you a bit more information about the NHL Draft 2023 next year in July and Nashville in June. I apologize. It's going to be in Nashville Predators over there at the Brainstorm Arena. I'm going starting to listen a little bit more. Then I'm going to give you a little bit more. The player already draft with the different team are a really successful year so far around the team. And then that's what we're going to talk tonight. Of course, you're going to have possibility, guys, to talk tonight, ask any question. I'm going to be here. Possibly I'll be joined with other people tonight, some panelists will maybe invite. And at the end, I'm going to invite a couple of people to join me for the Frenchie quiz. So a lot of things to talk about, guys. First of all, we want to welcome Nicolas de Gauby-Bonneau. Welcome back in the house, Nicolas. Thanks to be with us, directly de la belle province de Québec, dans la région de Sherbrooke. Mon Nicolas, toujours un plaisir. Nicolas, what happened to your hockey game during the weekend? I would love to know what's going on with your team. Mr. Randy Walkman, directly from Calgary Flame, all the way back over there. Thanks so much, Randy, to join me tonight in the Hockey Nation Live Show. Randy followed definitely the game between the Calgary Flame and the New York Calendars. Let's see what we have here. I can update the game here. And see, it's still 3-1. Already the third period. It's an early game, right? It's quick out. So the game in NHL will be very out. Finish early tonight. Thanks, Randy, to be with the Hockey Nation Show. Miss Kelly, welcome back in the house. Miss Kelly directly from the belle province de Ontario. Great weekend for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Honestly, they got a 2 big W. Is it good enough to turn around the season? Possibility. And see what happening with, of course, the fact they don't have no goaltender. The starter number 1, starter number 2 out right now with injury reserve. And then Ken Shalgren continues to performing for Toronto Maple Leafs. Glad to see every player step up in the last couple of games. I think about their first W of the 3 was John Tavares, following by Austin Matthews Saturday night. And then what a performance of William Nylander on the goal, one hand between the pipe of the Frederik Anderson. Again, Anderson cannot to performing against his ex-teammate. Toronto still a goal a game. And the Carolina Hurricane, really shocking for me. But we have to give credit for Shilton Keefe, make a couple of decisions, changing the line, and we'll see what's happening for the next game. It's going to be tomorrow night. Again, the Vegas go tonight at the Scotiabank and downtown in Toronto. And we have a few more people join us. Let's see, Mr. Vinny, James 007. Hopefully see you at the Frenchie quiz tonight. Vinny is the winner with Pierre Martin last time. Hopefully, Vinny is going to be with us at the end to back at your welcome seat. We'll give you a seat to be at the Frenchie quiz at the end, Vinny. Another great support of the Hockey Nation Show. Mark, Zach, and Jennifer Zach or Jennifer, I'm sure. Welcome back in the house. Michael, would you see to see you call the Flame? Would you like to see you call Huberdeau at the Flame sometime? Yes, possibly, Mark. Definitely. Really strange, Mark, because it's one of my subjects tonight is the Calgary Flame. Whatsoever, they're winning tonight 3-1. 36 shots, by the way, versus 18 for them. And they need to get out the Calgary. It's rare, guys. If you think about this, the Calgary Flame play, 9 game, 10 game? 5-4-1, possibility. And then they never get out of the province, Alberta. They play all the game at home, or the only place they wait on the road, they was in Edmonton. So it's rare you pass your full month at home, and they need that. They need to get out. Yeah, players like to play too much on the road, but at some point you need to go out and changing your environment. And I think that's good for them to see out right now. They're going to respond. They have Islanders tonight, still 3-1. But again, I think that's a great thing to talk about this. I want to talk, Mark, about the situation with Huberdeau and Darryl Sutter. And I will definitely talk to you a bit more about this. We have sometimes the deal, guys. Sometimes we have no deal. But the good thing we have here at the Hockey Nation Show, we always have the real deal. I'm talking about, you name it. Yes, sir. Real deal is in the house. You're welcome, ready. And Mr. 13 back in the house. Mr. 13, thank you so much d'être avec nous ce soir. Mr. 13, you should participate to the Hockey Nation Show, the warm-up show with your prediction. Part of the show, you email us, and then we get you on the board. We'd love to have more people join us. Our goal at some points during the years to get at least 30 to 40 more participants. No, not more, but at least 30 to 40 participants to join us. And will be interesting if we can reach this kind of number. They are 4-5 number one. The Washington score, guys, take the lead 2-0 again. The Edmonton Oilers. Wow. They are 4-5 number pick and next year draft because they wanted to play this season. They are 4-5 number one pick and next year draft because they wait to play Riddle could play this year. I'm not sure about this, but maybe give me a little bit more information. Run with Kings directly from Utah. Welcome back in the house, moderator the Hockey Nation Show. Thanks to be with us. You're welcome, Kelly. Always a pleasure. What about Nick? Nick directly from Chicago, Illinois. His team, the Hawks, have an amazing, great start of the season. Does not play before Thursday night, so I'm sure Nick is waiting for the team. We have really one of the team really surprised. We have to give credit to the head coach, Luke Richardson. I still believe if I was Chicago, I will claim Ren Pitlick, and we're going to talk about them the next couple of minutes about him. The captain of the moderator, Danny T, is in the house tonight. Welcome back, Danny. And then what we have here, I'll be here in French. Thank you so much, Vinny. I can't wait to see you about this. What about Eric Morrison? Welcome back, Eric. I see you using Jack Eye picture to promote your show. Are you starting to like him? Like I said to you, I always like Jack Eye. I always like Jack Eye. What I'm thinking, it was always said he need to get improvement, and then that will be helping him. I still believe if he play only 13, 14 minutes, the last time he played 12 minutes, right? I think that's not good enough for him to be on the bench. But again, I think Montreal have a plan for him. I think Montreal may be possibility to keep everything. And I think for me, if I was Montreal Canadiens, what Mike Madison is very close to coming back for the lineup for the Montreal Canadiens, possibility to waive Chris Weideman. That would keep the young men, Kovacevic, Jordan Harris, Albert Jacquet, and Kaden Coley. The biggest problem now they face the Montreal Canadiens when you do that is the chemistry of the pairing. And that's the only problem I can see right now with the Montreal Canadiens. To simplify that, it would be easier to send a defenseman rookie at the Laval. The problem with Kovacevic is you cannot send him down. You're going to lose him on the waiver. So it'll be really interesting how they're going to reach this, because right now you can see the problem, or one of the problem I said yesterday on my video, is how Martin St-Louis can build his pairing. You can see last game the difficulties of Whiteman and Jacky and Arias and Edmondson. And that's something the Montreal is going to face right now. And another thing I would say to you, the same thing with the forward, honestly. And we'll be really curious about what's happening in the next couple of days, or what kind of decision the Montreal Canadiens going to do when Madison's coming back for the Montreal Canadiens. But great to see that, Eric. Welcome back. When I heard today happening, and the quick what is okay. William Snyder, welcome back in the house. Williams Cliff for Denver, Colorado, with the. Yeah, I'm sorry, William. Earlier at the show, at the warm-up show, we talked about him, the RIP of Peter McNabb. I think I put him here. Passed away, Mr. Peter, 70 years old, and one a great hockey player, playing in NHL for a couple of years with the Boston Bruins most of the time. Peter was an analyst, really lovable for the Colorado Avalanche the last couple of years, and we wish the best for his ex-wife, Diana, and for the rest of the family. So Peter McNabb passed away at 70 years old. Then we have André Robert Drouin back in the house. André, thank you to be with us tonight. Hopefully have an amazing, great day. The Flames now 3-2, a goal of Anders Lee. 7 of the year for the captain of the New York Islanders, with about 9 minutes to go on the third period. Welcome, André. Thanks to be with us. Stu Pilasso, welcome back in the house. Stu, what's going on with your team? Only 1-1, Mr. Stu. Can the Boston Bruins find a way to win at home tonight? That will be interesting. Cap 2-0. Check Kelly in the chat. Yes, Kelly, luckily was able to finish the period with no problem. At least looked like it didn't affect him. Glad to hear that about him. And then we have Nat. Welcome back in the house, Nat. Hopefully doing well, Natalie. And I can see if we have other people in the house about this. You're welcome, Danny. And then Randy said Danny. John Lowe, welcome back, John. Thank you so much to be a part of the show tonight, John. Big fan of the St. Louis Blues. After a really good start with 3-0, the Blues struggle a lot right now, John. I don't know if you have any answer or anything you want to talk about, because the Blues, I was expect a good year, but the first league right now, they have a difficult time. And, it's not a good time over there. Hopefully for the rest of the team, they're going to find a way to come back. Andre, Jack is safety. They will train Lynn like they are a young kid on the team. He just need time on the ice. Definitely about this, Andre. It's just like how they're going to get the time over there as the third pairing. That will be the question over there. But definitely, like you said, they will find a way to get maybe, play 13, 14, 15 minutes, everything like that. It's still a long season, guy. We only at 12 game, right? Many things could happen during the 82 game, and it will be interesting how they're going to act with all the rookies during the season, for sure. Then we have the Flame blowing it again, 3-3. Wow, the Islanders score, guy, back-to-back. Palmieri is for the season. Wow, the Islanders come back right there with the 2 goals and back-to-back, and and less of 1 minute. Unbelievable. The Calgary Flame, guys, this is a really strange year to come back all the year long. It's been like this way over there. So the Edmonton struggle, the Flame struggle, the Blues struggle. 3 teams tonight right now face to maybe losing another game tonight. Really interesting this season, the team, for every team. 13 Jones, so you can see 10 game, no changing. About this, talk about Monahan with Sarkozy and Josh Anderson. Brown will be finding a way. Tonight is back on the heart, 7-2-1 after the alterable defensive late right now. playing better tonight. They're glad to see that. Yeah, drop only one goal to get the Boston Bruins. That's pretty good to see that, John. Coach, why cannot the Habs sign Mitch Marner? Is a 4-round kid, progress a lot offensively as a defenseman. Because you can see what happening to Boston, Eric. He's not welcome around. You can see in Boston they have to fire him or remove him or release him, whatever you want to call it, because you have a lot of things happening for that. You have an under review, no goal. So you have no goal on that one. So Eric, drama behind that story, I think it's the right thing. I think he should not play in NHL not yet until they figure out himself what could happen in his life. He need to work on himself before that. And I don't see Montreal to have him. That would be really where the fans will be really happy. You think about this, during the weekend, you have over 35 people, season ticket holder, want to cancel the season tickets. It's really big in USA right now around the league because that's the issue. I think for me, like I mentioned earlier today, I think the problems, one is Boston Bruins make a big mistake with Mitch Marner, Miller. And then the second thing is the NHL make a big mistake right now to accept the contract. I think nobody did their homework and the live guys is not this way anymore, right? Yeah, we believe on the second chance, but we believe that someone need to work on himself first before he reach that kind of level. If he want to play NHL, he need to be on the community. He need to set up a program for him to need help. And this is not like a situation like Logan Mailloux. This is really deep as his problem what he did. He did not do this one time, two time, three time at 14 years old. He did this for several years, attack verbally a young man. And this is about a different thing. So it's really delicate to talk about this at some point. But I think for me, life should be, like I said, you deserve a second chance, but properly at the right time and the right way. And I think, unfortunately, Boston lost that one over there. So great question about this, Eric. Alan Barnes is in the house. Welcome aboard. We will be getting a potential future star for free. It's not that way, Eric. It's not about the. Sometimes you cannot talking that way, or I'm not said talking that way like you, but sometimes you don't think about business. You talk about the human being, who he hurt, who he did. And that's the reason why I would be completely disagree with the Montreal Canadiens or any other team sign a player like him right now. It's not appropriate. It's not the right things to do. We try to change the culture of the world and the hockey and do the right things, right? And unfortunately, team thinking more about the money and thinking about the player talent-wise. And I think you have other things. Why not to get another player do the right thing in life compared to the guy right now try to, hopefully he can work on his life. He signed a program for a couple of years and make something like that. The guys, he just gave an apologize by sending him letters. Not good enough guts to meet the people, and then he sent an apologize on Instagram. This is one problem. Second problem is Boston Bruins never did any homework, never contact their family. That's terrible. So, but I cannot understand your point of view, Eric. William said, Coach, what do you see the Boston finishing in the East? That would be an top second answer. I still believe they're going to finish first at this moment. Worst case number 2, but I don't think so. Any team right now in that classic division go with a straight 7, 8, 9, 10 W. It's too tied up. When you have Buffalo one night, you go the next night, you play Detroit. It's not easy anymore. The next night you play Florida. It's not easy anymore. You can play against Tampa Bay. It's not easy anymore. So you face a lot of big team back-to-back night at that division. So the chance is to get a 6, 7, 8 W to catch up the Boston Bruins and the Boston Bruins losing game is going to be very difficult. So I see both of them right now on the first at least first or second place for me right now, William. So will be interesting. Both games are now tied with 3-3 and 1-1. LUCIANO should catch a suspension a bit longer. I don't think 2 games was enough. I think right now the league make a statement about the fact that I think this was appropriate. For me, it was 2 games. Honestly, is and history, everything like that. You can see the slap. For me, I always refer to the high stick in the face for Kuznetsov. They gave him 1 game. So I think for me, it was good enough at 2 games at this moment. Because if you go deep, that more will be the next. If you give him only to 5 games, Josh Anderson was worse at quick, I believe, on my eyes. Josh Anderson was too dangerous. He should be more. The player need to be aware of what's coming in front of him. And it was it could turn around to be worse for Alex Pietrangelo. But for me, I would give him, that's the reason I gave him a 5-game, 2-game flavor of very bad. Randy talk about the Flames. Then hello, coach. Mr. Enartap is in the house tonight. Thanks so much to join us. I present without treatment, making amend to the feeling he hurt. He should not be near hockey until he might son improve worthy. I think for me, Andre is more like right now he play what USHL, I believe, or college, whatever he play right now. But again, I think for him, he need to be on the hockey on the program, the rehabilitation, everything like that. And I still believe that's what you need if you want to come back in NHL. And I think I talked about this a bit earlier, where in hockey, I think you have a lack of the commitment from the parents to not really say, you know what, it's okay, my son is fine. I think that's coming. It starts from home first. And I think the home should take care about more seriously the situation. Again, I don't ever talk to them, and I don't want to blame too much, but I think that's something you have to look about that one over there for sure, for me. And then I try to get, we have another question. I'm always asking about this. Evening, coach. William Leclerc is in the house. How you'd like to be Joshua Bratt agent and inspiration of what he may be signed for? You have to look about the contract like Jack Hughes and everything like this. Bratt, the Bruins score, guys. Patrice Bergeron scored on the power play goal. I think Bratt is 23. Let me check about this. The Edmonton Oilers score. McDavid again. McDavid's going to beat 60 goals this season. He's just turned 24, July 30. For Jesper Bratt is going to be on his second contract. Here's he got last season, guy. He have 73 points, 76 game. He's getting right now to get like a good season, about 85. So I still believe it could become a $8-9 million contract, 8 million, 8.5 to 9.5. I don't see him to reach a double digit. But at 25 years old, 24, because he's going to be 25 after that, right? Is eligible for 1 more year RFA. It's at that age, it's rare you can get a contract, a contract of the bridge contract, right? So I still believe he's going to get a longer contract. Could join like 8 years. Now the agent could get him a 3 years contract to get that kind of money, but I think the Devils would like to have him longer. So 8 years, $76 million. That would be the looking for that one, or $72 million will be the one I would say to you about this one over there. William, great question about this one there. One of the best. Sound like Plant William. Happy birthday, Danny. Je suis tannant. There we go. Sorry, not tap. Got blame. And we can't forget. I work at Pascal. So it's a crazy time. Wish the best for all the people out working on this for sure. No worries to it. And so, Oleg and Jill in the top. Bruins are the only pick I would be winning right now. Chicago Bear win tonight is Bear against the Ravens, by the way, tonight, Luciano. I agree with your comment about Kachuk and Atap. About this, and Atap, what you said about him. Happy birthday. Sound like a plan with the other day. I tried to catch up a little bit over. I have no place in hockey. About this one there. Yep, so that's what's happening there. So I tried to get catch up with things like this. Maybe time and should start doing background check on the player before they enter the league. Here's the point, Luciano. Every players go to the NHL draft and everything. They have those kind of situations, so everybody knows, right? And they really know. That's the biggest problem there. Like like the Arizona release him after they draft him as a 4th round because the situation get out. So after that, the league knows, all the team in NHL knows. It's just like the incompetence of Cam Neely and Don Sweeney. The player for inside the team, Bergeron, Marchand, and others tell them it's not the right things to do. So the two only people make a big mistake is Cam Neely and Don Sweeney. On the flip side, Gary Bettman, NHL, should refuse the contract. Say, hey, the guys, we need to wait about this. We need to fix this problem. And then, possibly, NHL is so good. NHL, they are thinking they are so good. Why not to contact the young kid? Say, hey, we're going to helping you. You want to play NHL, but we cannot admit you right now. But we would like to have you follow a program. And I don't know what kind of program. They have the player assistant, right? Whatever is not NHL. You want to helping someone in life to make something special. The NHL could take out something good about that situation there. And the guy deserves a second chance if you work on it. And this, for me, is the biggest thing about the situation. So it will be really interesting how they're going to react about this. But a great point about this one, you said, look, okay, maybe Oxford will win because this Boston 3. Boston score. Trent Frederick, the first pick round, score and take the lead 3-1. So Boston's going to get question. Do you think the Pens will regret sending Malkin and the tank? A great question about this, guys. Let's see what we have here. I'm going to give you this one over there. So I'm going to get the information. Pens struggle. Here what happening about Luciano. See, I'm glad you talk about this because it was one of my subjects tonight, guys. The Pittsburgh Penguins struggled since the beginning of the season, guys. After a good start, Crosby have only 2 points in the last 7 games, I believe. Jarry does not do well after a good start. Everybody have a good start and then they fall apart. Petrie have only 4 points, 1 goal, 3 assists, and 11 game. And I can go that way there. But now we have to go back, guys. Go back in July. 4 UFA players. They have Brendan Ross. They have Backwell, Raquel, Letank, and they have Malkin. They all resign everybody. Malkin and Letank, right? And then next season, they have Jason Tucker and they have Tristan Jarry. So 2 of them are there. Now, here's the point about this. They make a trade with the Montreal Canadiens. They got out Mike Madison for Jeff Petrie. Then they trade Ty Smith for John Marino. And this is one of the worst trades during the summer so far. Marino does a great job with the Devils. And then the Ty Smith play in American Hockey League. So here's what's happening with Pittsburgh, guys. Their salary cap is full. They gave a contract for 6 years for 2 players over 36 years old. They cannot trade them. They are stuck with the players they have already. So the future is getting worse. If they cannot perform this season, example, if they cannot make the playoff, but sometimes you have to figure out, okay, but when we don't make the playoff, we need to make some change. But wait a minute, who won Le Tank at $6 million at 37 years old? Who won Matt Ken on your salary cap that way over there for 3 more years after that? And they are stuck at that moment. I think Jeff Petrie, 34 years old, 6.25, at 3 more years to go. And I can go like this, guys, all the way. So Pittsburgh, and now they have to be sure they sign the coordinator, Tristan Jarry, because if he's leaving the building, they don't have no goalies after that. Their prospect is not great. So Pittsburgh guys are on right now at the point I would be very concerned for the future. And that's something they have to be careful about this, Luciano. And I think that's one we were looking for. But I think right now, wow, this Luciano is not looking good for the Pittsburgh Penguins for the year to come for them. And the window closed very shortly for sure about this. Roger DANY, welcome aboard. Thanks so much to be with us. William said, do you think the best way for a hockey player fan to have an end of the life to see a Stanley Cup parade was at the Avalanche parade and never saw Peter McNabb happier? Yeah, you talk about that way. That's absolutely right to talk this way about Peter McNabb, see his team after many years to be with this organization and see them out. I think that's a really good point at talking about this. And I think you're absolutely right, William, about Peter McNabb. Coach, I heard the 8 other team asked about Mitch Marner. I was on that list. They have other team was looking about Mitch Miller. I saw Marner all the time. You're absolutely right. They have other team in the NHL. That's the one reason why the Boston Bruins signed him right away, right there. Power play, guys, for the Washington Capitals at 5-3, by the way. I'm trying to get the game right now because we are going on overtime, and let's see if we can get it. That'd be awesome. About this, Eric, you're absolutely right. You have other team looking for this one. Eric, possibly Montreal was thinking about this, but I'm not sure they will do it. Again, maybe other team possibly they're not going. They maybe their name is there, but how deep they went there, I'm not sure about this. About that session. Roger DANY, welcome back in the house. I think it will make more sense to surround Crosby with some young player that will be able to learn and play beside Crosby. Just my opinion. Yes, you're absolutely right about this, Luciano. The problem is like, who are they, right? The Pittsburgh Penguins, the affiliation prospect is really thin over there because there are not many people, not many prospect, Luciano, because they trade a lot the first pick when they try to win the Stanley Cup. That's the will, right? That's the will. When the player's getting older, again, it's not over yet. But again, I think that's something they have to figure out for sure. Pittsburgh will have to go through many tough years before they can build again, all because they thought they have another shot at the cup. Yep, great point about this. And after that, we're going to be now on the overtime at the Islanders. Lingholm is on the ice with Huberdeau and Anderson, face to Pajot and Parise. Really strange about this, Nico. Arrête ça. About this. And I tap the white on the best quiz. 3-1. The Caps score on the power play. There we go. The Caps right now surprise the Edmonton Oilers. Islanders right now try to get a puck, control the puck. We're going to follow this. I forgot about this. An attack congression on the with it. No comments. No comment and I tap. I Kelly, I Roger. Any thought on the Ottawa yet coach? Is DJ the right coach or not? Great point about this. Talk about another team. We want to talk about tonight. The Senator was on my list to talk about. Luciano at the beginning of the year, it was one of them said, guys, I really believe, or not maybe not believe, but I really think that Ottawa Senators could have some kind of just not the structure, but sometimes the chemistry not going to working very well at the Ottawa Senators. And the people was skeptical because we thought they beat the Montreal Canadiens 4 times during the off season or the exhibition game. And then you can see the combination chemistry, Giroux, DeBrincat. Since they lost Josh Norris, well, by the way, Josh Norris not need a surgery, so that's good news for him. They really struggled. They lost Talbot, and now they are in the slum, everything like that. And now, Luciano asked this, hey, by the way, what happened with DJ? He looked like Pierre Dorion gave, talk about the fact like DJ not go nowhere. We still believe on him, everything like that. So you have another chance for that. But I think the leash could be a little bit shorter what we think. I think another month where the Ottawa does not have a very difficult time. I think Ottawa is going to get some kind of pressure, and would be interesting to see how he's going to react, Pierre Dorion. The problem with Ottawa, Luciano, like we said earlier, is the right defenseman, right? We thought it was to start with the beginning of the season. The performance, the goaltending is not great like we expect. Now with Talbot, you have some kind better, but still winning. And then they have only one line over there. So that's something you have to figure out to get better altogether. I still believe they have a better team where they look like right now, but I don't think so they can make the playoff. I think they have 1 year before they can have a better year or a better structure to make the playoff after that. So that's something we have to go there. Well, what a save by Zorokin, a shot by Lindholm, keep the game 3-3. So great point about this, Mr. Luciano, about this. I said to see PITLICK waiver would have been appeared to see some other veteran goals. Let's talk about Rem Pitlick. We know today Rem Pitlick was on the waiver about this. Like I said earlier, Roger, I can understand your point of view about this, right? Fact like Rem Pitlick, like many others, did not contribute, but is easy way, guys, to trade or to go down a guy like 24, 25 years old with a contract 1.1 compared to veteran players. And the fact like they still hope those veteran players going to report something back to them at long term. So at the trade deadline, Rem Pitlick, guys, opened the door possibility at some point to get Emil Heineman around the team. They have a lot of Rem Pitlick in NHL like him. And I understand you fans, Montreal Canadiens, really like him because you think, because he performed last season, everything like that. But a kid have 0 point this season. So, oh yeah, older players too. But like I said, they need to have an extra players. The unhappiness right now for the players, for the roster, is very difficult right now for the Montreal Canadiens. They need to make some space. And sometimes you have to go to the bottom. They still like Mike Pesada because Mike Pesada, he would stay and he would never set on nothing. I think Pitlick maybe was unhappy too. But again, you said can drop Dadonov, Hoffman, whatever they are. But the problem is the salary cap. They're going to carry on the cap. And I think at some point, Montreal want to keep those kind of money because they don't want to they want to maybe possibly make a trade at the trade deadline and to get the money back to make a possibility to retaining the money. So that would be really interesting. The next step for the Montreal Canadiens when Mike Madison's coming. Penalty for the Flames. Ramus Anderson got a 2-minute right away over there for roughing, I believe. Would be interesting to see that penalty over there. Wow. Let's see again the cross-checking about Pelech. Oh, the hands were right there. LeSean said long time ago, because sometimes when you get too many stars together, does not mean they will get together. Yeah, you're absolutely right about this and that. It's funny because when you think about this, guys, last season happening with the Panthers, right? When they get Giroux, Chariot, Robert Hagg, And, you know, question, personally, I believe Ottawa brought all these good players together and increased value of the team before they sell it to increase interest on buyer. But I don't know what's the purpose behind that, Luciano, but I think it's a good point to thinking this way. Secondly, I would say to you the team increasing 21% on the value of the team in the last 12 months. So you have other things go beside that. The problem with that, Luciano, is the fact like until the ring is not like the contraction or the negotiation with this is not done yet. I'm not sure how they can sell the team. Remember, guys, they still have a kind of someone sued the Ottawa Senators for some reason a couple of years ago. This is not fixed yet, so it'll be interesting how this works. At the end of the day, the Islanders went out attacking 4 versus 3, and Thompson should have puck rebound beside the net, missing by Pajot. And the puck go back again to Thompson. Thompson get the puck or the blue line, keep control the puck. Anyhow, don't forget, guys, you can put question. I'm here with you guys for a couple of more minutes for sure. William, could you see both Washington and Pittsburgh missing the playoff, possibly they will in the field spot? Yes, I still believe that one over there. And Islanders beat the Calgary Flames, guys, 4-3 on overtime. And wow, shocking news about that one over there. The New York Islanders beat the Calgary Flames 4-3, and now the Flames are really upset again. After they take the lead 3-1, the Islanders come back. What a shot by Noah Thompson. And wow, shocking news. The Islanders 4 and the Calgary Flame 3. The Boston beat the Blues by the score 3-1 tonight. The Capitals take the lead 4-2 versus the 3 goal of the Washington guys on the power play tonight. Again, the Edmonton. Ovechkin score again tonight. Wow, Ovechkin continues performing. And then they score right away on the short-ended, I believe, of the RNH. So 4-2 right now for the Capitals, Washington. Pretty amazing. See that. Ovechkin score. Luc Lafortune. Welcome back in the house. Luc Lafortune, don't forget click on the likes. If Reynolds buy Ottawa Senators, I think would get ever worse. Just my opinion. Just because you have the money to buy a team, you still need to know the hockey business expect. Can he become another Bruce McNall? Where I think he will maybe not run the team like he want to run, but more the fact he will be there for the Hollywood people, go to the game, everything like that. That was bring that news around the podcast this week. I don't remember who was talking last week about that one there. Now, I think if he bought that kind of team and negotiate or that kind of money or to put a team like that as an owner, some people does not involved with hockey. So I don't know what it would be. I don't think so. He would buy the team to be and the team and this I don't think so. They will try to be involved with the team as a business hockey. I don't think so will happen. But it would be interesting to see that for sure. Another win and overtime. What another fall apart of the Calgary Flame guys. Penalty at the end by Remus Anderson, and then Islander took advantage of that. And Maxstrom cannot do anything. Really interesting how this works over there. Calgary outshot New York Islanders 46-32. Sorokin, I said at the beginning we should never go against Sorokin. And again, for my second time, back-to-back, I let him down. My winner of my Vizina trophy. Shine on me about this one over there. I'm 2 for 3 so far for Kelly. And coach, don't forget to NHL Alumni a game tomorrow night, Washington versus Pittsburgh. Yeah, you're absolutely right about this, William. I agree with you about this. Let's get ready for jail in our tap, Luciano said. And then this year, all the team gave us a surprise. Good team lose, a bad team win, and vice versa. Jerry would define who has the grit and the talent showing up in spade. Yeah, you're absolutely right about this, Andre. Would be interesting how they're going to turn around. I think some team have to be, it's friend between the injury could be a problem. I think the performance of front players could be another problem. Look, if you look about the Edmonton Oilers, the same situation is between in front of the net. You watch them right now. Washington play with half of their team, and they're all over the Edmonton Oilers tonight. And this is very strange when you have two players like Toronto struggle for the first 8 games until they win the last 3 games. But again, how they can performing and how they can change the culture, how they can change the structure, the system, and it would be interesting to see that at the end of the season for Edmonton Oilers. They need to find a way to go back better as a team together. I'm watching the game right now, and really strange. Let you change my mind, coach. I want the new calendars, and yeah, I'm really upset about myself about this. I thought Gregory is going to be back stronger tonight, and unfortunately, I was wrong. In a tap, that's how someone goes 0-3 for Luciano. Coach, how is Detroit ahead of the league? I did not know they was any good. But because they are really a good start this season, honestly, they are looking great over there. They are right now on the standing with 7-3-2, I believe. Exactly, 7-3-2. The Buffalo Sabres dropped a little bit, guys, 7-5. They lost the last 2 games. That division guy is really strong. You think about that Atlantic, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams with 7W. Right? 7W on that team over there. So, and, you know, whatever they are winning, they're still behind Boston by at least 6 points. Like Toronto is 3 games behind Boston. So, it's a division really strong. But again, I think for me, that team over there is going to be the Florida Panthers battle for the spot number 4. I think right now you can see Boston, Toronto. I think Tampa Bay and Florida is going to battle for 3 and 4. And then after that, Detroit will try to catch up them, but I don't think so. They're going to hang in there long time. Impossible to go to jail for us. There are a few 0-2 so far for an attack. Power ranking as Devil and the 3rd spot as today. You are okay, Michael. Devil, I know. I did not hear you said that in attack. Atlantic 5, Metropolitan 3 for playoff in attack. New Jersey is going to be in. Carolina is going to be in. Rangers is going to be in. The only way this works, guys, to have a 5-3 is a disparity between the bottom 4 over there. I still believe, guys, the Philadelphia going to create some surprise. I still believe the Islanders is going to surprise other team. And I don't see right now 5-3 right now in our tap. And at the end of the day, to be 5, you have to almost dominate many other teams in your own division. I don't see that in our tap right now on my eyes in front of me. Our score is 163. It's front goaltending. See exact real deal. 2-0 so far, but look like Edmonton will spoil my perfect night, Marco. Yep. Pourquoi you said that, Danny? Comment you send me this pic this morning? Same for Marco. I was on the Mets. It does not count. Maxstrom, unbelievable, Marco, about Maxstrom tonight. We can see the difference between happening about this both team, everything like that. What do you have here? Let's talk Habs. We talked a little bit earlier about the situation. Montreal Canadiens, they suspend Josh Anderson for 2 games. they suspend, they put on the waiver Rem Pitlick. Jake Allen's going to be between the pipe. Dadonov going to return in the lineup for tomorrow night for what we heard from Martin St. Louis today. Not confirmed, but look like he's going to be back next game. And it will be interesting what he's going to do with the pairing defenseman on the road. I would not be surprised they remove Chris Whiteman and go back what he thought last time. Play Edmondson with Jacky, Harris with Kovacevic, and then Savard with Coley. Now, we're going to have a couple of changes in the lineup. I wouldn't be surprised if Sarkowski play on the under the line and be interesting. Here's the problem for the Montreal Canadiens. There are too many people on the same mold. And you say, oh yeah, but you change the line, will be better. At the end of the day, it's not going to be it's not going to change a lot. Hoffman, that enough. Similar. Drouin, similar. And at the end of the day, when you have 4 players similar, whatever you change the lineup, it's not going to change a lot. You still have the same kind of the line. It's just the name of the jersey changing. And I think for me, that would be something they have to get. That's my point to bring Sarkowski. Sarkowski brings something the Montreal does not have at the bottom. And when I said they don't have on the line number 2 and line number 3. And I feel right now it's time to put Monahan with Sarkowski. I will keep Dvorak with Gallagher. But I think I will use Monahan with Sarkowski. The problem is on the other side. Are you able, because you can put Dadonov, Hoffman, Drouin on the other side is the same thing. And the fact Kirby-Dak now play on the first line, they make a hole in the middle of the on the line. So for Montreal, is a little bit, I think for me it's time to get that Sarkowski. Can Joel Armia join? Because if you put Monahan guys with Joel Armia and Sarkowski, you have a line about 6'3" and more on the ice. And I think that could be something. If you put Monahan, if you use Sarkowski with Monahan and Armia, you have 2 players. They are really, and Sarkowski guys, you cannot complain. He's one of the best forward again goal against. When he's on the ice, they are really get score against them. Most of the time, he is positive on goal again. So, would be really interesting how they're going to get there. The line for tomorrow. That's something I'm looking for sure. About this, Marco. Thought on the Boston player having trouble with Cassidy because the same regenerate without him is because he can short-term result. Here's the point, William, about Cassidy. Cassidy been behind the bench for 6 years, right? And at some point, when you play hockey, you play under system or a structure. I think the word structure is better. So the structure is we do this. All right, we have to be careful when we do this. It works. Result is there. They prove it, Boston Bruins under Bruce Cassidy. The problem behind that is that after many years, it's 6 years now, the player want to changing their way to play hockey. So they want to play under their style to play, like open up more, let them go, play out of the structure. And I think sometimes that's what turned around to be Cassidy. But look what Cassidy does with Vegas. He stabilized the structure of Vegas now. They play better as a unit of 5 together. And I think that's a benefit right now for the Vegas Golden Knights to get Bruce Cassidy. On the flip side, Jim Montgomery came back there with a freestyle coaching where he said, look, I want this, but the rest, guys, go ahead. That's pretty much what Martin said we teach on the structure Montreal Canadiens. It's a little bit like a freestyle, but remember, you have to do this. Because when they come on offensive zone, they let them play a lot. They don't have they try to create some open space. They try to create open time with the puck and hold the puck a little bit longer. But the problem with this is like the puck position Montreal is really difficult this year. But on the flip side, that's what a kind of situation happening with Boston where they are out of their structure. There was a little bit, I don't know. like the player was unhappy about this. A little bit what happened with the New York Calendars. You know, the Barry Trust structure where they not let them. They want to be sure the FI, the F1 retrieval more close. They don't want to get like, open up more the offensive side. Let the defensemen don't join the play too much. Play deep zone and don't take any chance and all the kind of that. So I think you can see a little bit open up now for the New York Calendars. Feel a bit better under Lane Landberg. But again, Islanders guys, they are one of the best goaltender in NHL. Sometimes the goaltender make a big difference of the result of the outcome of the players of the team. Look what happened with the Flyers. Carter Hart maybe make the team look better. Look what happened with Chesterkin. Whatever the Rangers was good last season, Chesterkin make a big impact for that team. Happening with Jake Ottinger for the Dallas Stars. But again, and so back to you, William, about Cassidy. That's the reason why Maxwell need to be benched for Randy. Ahmed, we pick up the slack. William Sanders said, great job by the Flame. Randy, thanks a lot, Luciano. Since Whiteman is practically on the second pairing on the power play, would not that show his racing next game? Not necessary, Marco. Have a difficult time to follow Martin St. Louis right now. Friend, I don't know. I have a difficult time to read him. Like, why to use Chris Whiteman on the second unit? If you want to developing, and that's the message he said, it's time to develop them, it's time to make the young players. What do you have to lose to put there Jacky, Harris, or Cooley? Or if you don't do that, you really feel it's Chris Whiteman. So you leave a message for all the fans, you leave a message for all the rookies there. You guys, you're never going to be a player on the power play. Or they're already focusing right now, only try to win the game. And that's really, I'm disconnect with Martin St. Louis. If you want to teach Sakowski to play hockey more, why to protect him on the 10 minutes per game, the lowest TOI for the Montreal Canadiens? What do you have to lose to not let Sakowski play on the third line? I don't know. It's all those kind of the situation I don't understand for the Montreal Canadiens with Martin St. Louis. Not complaining. I just try to understand the logic about behind everything he does. And sometimes I'm completely not understand. If it's about developing. So developing for them is maybe, don't give them too many minutes. But he gave 25 minutes to Harris goalie, but he gave only 12 minutes to Jacky. Why? Why is the difference between that? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. One game, Jacky played on the right side, and then he put him back on the left side to open up Whiteman, and they put out Kovacevic. But it's funny because nobody at the reporter at the press conference asked those kind of questions to them. Why not to say, Martin, why did you do that? What was the purpose behind that? Why to remove Kovacevic about this one over there? But they don't want to do that. They don't want to put the coach on the bad situation. They want to keep a relationship, everything like that. But I think that's the way I would do that. Coach, do you think a ramp will get claimed? I still believe yes, Johnny. I could be wrong here. He's only at $1.1 million. A team like Chicago Blackhawks, why not? Why not to pick him up? They have nothing to lose. They have money on the bank. They have money on their salary cap. And they can get an advantage on the bottom six over there. As a young man, 24 years old, 25 years old, and carry on his contract for 2 years. And then you can put him back on the waiver if you want to next letter, if it doesn't work. And see other team can claim him. But I think if you want some depth, why not? If his brother, if it's Tyler Pitlick got a job with the St. Louis Blues, why not him at 24 or 25 years old? I think many teams could use him. Like a team like Washington Capitals looking for maybe another players there. I don't know. But I think he should get out, Johnny. How about this? Smash my phone. Love that idea, coach. And I tap. I told Danny we should do weekend picker for money. The only thing similar with the Drouin and Hoffman is no heart. Look like Boston. About this. Sound like from Normandy. By the end of the year, coach, a couple of rookies from Laval would be up in Montreal and make an impact. Yeah, it could happen after the trade deadline, honestly. And our tap. It all depends what you're going to do at this moment. But I agree with you. It could happen. Prediction. Habs make it to play out before Ottawa or it first. About this, I agree. Some of that, but look like a minute we have Drouin. And that enough with Monahan. Yes, possibility, Marco. But again, what is fun between that enough and Hoffman? Like, you know what I mean? And then you're going to put back like Sapkowski with Evans and Armia. And then you're going to put Hoffman with Dvorak and Gallagher. Boston need to be liberal more. Vegas need to be more success. Coaching Sean were good for both teams. About this, coach, I love Monahan with Sapkowski. I think so too. Thanks so much, Danny. Opposing team keep say the Habs are tricky to play again because they are unpredictable, probably because all the practices they have done on reads. It's funny because if tonight, if Caulfield and Suzuki does not score tomorrow, Montreal lose the game because they have half of the goal, right? So you cannot go into have Suzuki and Caulfield score every single game all year long. At some point, they will drop their goal and they will have to pick up other players. Now, the structure of Montreal Canadiens is very different before in the past. They join the rush the more. They really go deep in the offensive zone. They open up the space. They move the puck a lot more. But again, the problem, they don't shoot enough the puck on the net. That's something. And then they are really bad on defensive zone coverage. The defensive zone, they leave too many chances in front of the net. The high dangerous chance against are one of the worst in the NHL. And until Jake Allen and Montembeault does a job, but they're hanging there. But Jake Allen did not have performing his last two games like he did at the beginning of the season. And I think Montembeault is coming very soon where he's going to struggle a bit more. So, we are back at the end of the year, guys, about the fact he's going to be at the bottom 5, 6 in NHL. I don't see other fact they can changing this. Our coach teach the fundamental and lets his team read the game and play freely by learning themselves the error. Good move. Great point about this, Andre, about the way you said that. I agree with you. Definitely 100%. I thought on the Oliver Kapanen, Luciano. Kapanen, guys, play a great year so far and the Liga. Last season, I think I have only one goal, a couple of points. This year is getting better. He have a good start of the season. Will be interesting to see him at the World Junior Championship. He's really, his mindset, guys, is really there for Kapanen. He's really believe he can be an amazing, great hockey player. He's not afraid to set those things like that as for himself. And I tried to give you exactly his age. He's a 2003 guy, so he's going to turn 20 this season, next year. He, like I said, he's a good skater. He have a good quick release shot, and I think he can become a good asset for the Montreal at long term. I hope he can back again. I don't know why it does not work. There we go. 6'1", and he's 19 years old. I just want to give you the number of the point he got so far. He have already, guys, 10 point and 20 game in Liga. So he play with men's. He does not play with a junior. So it's pretty good for him right there. We're going to see him at the World Junior Championship. We expect him to have a good, again, another winger for the Montreal Canadiens at long term could have something, an impact with the Montreal. Great question about Luciano, about him. about Kapanen. Any question you want to ask about prospect, guys? I want to give you more information about the prospect. That'd be great. TH, I want to talk about Islanders. Welcome back. TH, Islanders was getting outplayed for 40 minutes. Somehow came back and won the game. 47 or 46 shot. Thompson with over 10. Pazir was the best forward tonight. TH, thanks for your update for this game between both teams. Yeah, the Islanders continues. The captain scored another goal. And then Thompson make an amazing, great slap shot. And the Calgary Flame continues to struggling. And Edmonton struggling again tonight. And it's really strange, those two teams in Alberta. The parity, guys, in NHL is getting better and better this year. You're going to see a team of really... it's going to become almost at the last 5-6 games of the season where you're going to see 3-4 team, 5-team battle for 1 or 2 spot in the playoff, I believe could happen. And if this comes out for fun performance at the goaltending situation, the Edmonton Oilers cannot find, they gave a 5-year contract to Campbell, and right now Campbell is not better to Mike Smith last season. So will be interesting to see that. How they're going to respond. Edmonton for the last period of the game. Again, the Washington, they're still losing 4-3 with 18 minutes to go remaining on the third period. I don't disagree, but based on the lineup and practice, that's what's happening. Oh, yes, possibly, Marco. I have not said you're not. I'm against. It's just like I feel for me. I think they should use Slavkovsky a better spot. Tony, welcome back in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes and ask a question. William, who is leading goal scorer under 500 game tonight? Talk about McDavid. Play his 500 game in NHL. I said it before, but it's not teaching. He is a pom-pom girl, Luc Lafortune said about this. I will be disagree with you about this. I think one thing he does very well is teaching the players their development, everything like that. I think saying we have that kind of the education inside of him, honestly, look about him. My answer would be that is doing his best to manage having too many healthy bodies, try to manage the dynamic in the room. Since Whiteman is a popular guy, don't agree, but that's probably it about Whiteman, about this. If you do that, it's like you go against the wave, because on one side you want to please, but if you want to put the player happy, they have to get the W. If you go that way, Marco, I would say that it's not a matter who is the popular and not popular. It's about the player deserve it. If you stay on that line of the reward, the player deserve it, now you're going to be fine. They cannot say anything about that. Because say, you know what? I put the player because he deserves it. That's it. That's all. If it's a wrong rookie does not deserve it, put him out. The message is going to stay inside the locker room, and they cannot say anything about that. I say, guys, I'm going to be really, really honest with you. I'm going to be really, my integrity will stay here, and my loyalty will be there. I'm going to put 20 players where I believe they deserve it by the way you bring to the table every single game. If you do that, I don't see any problem with that part over there. If you try to please the locker room, that's your first sign of problem inside of this team. Because you're not going to please anybody. The only way you can please is to get the better chance to have the team to win where the best player deserve it. For me, that will be how I will coach that team. Tony, question, who is your next goalie 2 years from now to we on a free agent goalie? Great question, Tony, guys. First of all, Montreal Canadiens have Frédéric Tichot, have Caden Primo, and have Jacob Torbez. Torbez is a great goaltender, 6'5", with Ohio State. Really good year overall. Struggled the last game like the team did the last couple of games. But again, overall, you have to give credit for them. For Torbez, I think he have a good year. And then, the Edmonton score. What a play. Très solid score. My point to you, Tony, is for me right now, I have to give advantage for Torbez. I think Torbez is the best prospect goaltender in the Montreal Canadiens. Tichot right now, he have 2 years. He's really on the edge, Tichot. He's a great prospect. Right now, he's a backup number 2 with the team for London. and because he resigned the number one last season as a UFA. Tisho have 2 years contract over there. It will be interesting. It's time to Tisho at some point to come in play in North America. And Torbes is complete his career in a college this year. Then he's going to be professionally play hockey next season. I think he's really my number one. Now, guys, the NHL Draft 2023 have a lot of great the goalies, goaltender next season. Possibility to have the first 40 picks next season, 2 goaltender going to be an NHL draft. Talking about Bazak for the Czech goaltender for Omar Lancer, a big guy, 6'6" right now, does a really good job in USHL. The second goaltender is the young kid for in the WHL for the Brendan White. Oh my God, Brendan White Caps now. And the WHL, he's a solid goaltender over there. He's only 6'2", 6'3", but he's really amazing for that team. I think he's only 6'2". They have 3 other goaltenders going to be on the top 100 pick this season. So next draft, they have really good picks next season on the goaltending. I will not be surprised Montreal looking for, they try to get a first round pick for the goaltender. I will not be surprised. Expect those kind of situations could happen. Next year, guys, no defensemen. It's not the year for the defensemen. They are poorly defensemen over there. They have maybe 3, 4. It could be Kate Allen for the OHL right now, the best defenseman. They again, possibly maybe not be in the top 12 over there. So last season, a lot of defensemen. This year, not many. It's the year this year, guy, for the center. And two players Montreal Canadiens should look for the next season for the NHL draft. If they pick top 5, it's going to be Bedard, Fantilli, Leo Carlson, and Mishkov. This is my top 4 right now. Number 5, it's all depends. You can go with Yager. Then Will Smith is getting more interesting to see him, Will Smith. But I think right me, there'll be that way over there. I put Mishkov number 4. I put Leon Carlson number 3. Possibly number 2. I think Leo Carlson from Sweden, big winger, center, 6'3". He's unbelievable. He's better, and he's projected to be better to Thomas Hurdle from the San Jose Sharks. Is maybe lower at Matt Sundin at long future if he feel his full potential. So it's a name to remember. It's Leo Carlson on the Sweden. Then you have Adam Fantilli. Why not Mishkov? Mishkov, guys, his skating is good. A little bit winger, a little bit short, like Connor Bedard. But again, the problem they got, any players coming from Russia, problem they have right now. The second thing, you have a contract with KHL for 3 more years after that. I'll put together, I think that's the reason. I think team will be push him down a little bit in the draft next season, 2023. But again, you have so many good players on the top 15 in NHL draft to follow and to see what they look like, and really interesting. But again, Leo Carlson, one in my pick, looking at Tony. Hopefully this answer to you. But that won't be there, and the 3 years look about this. I'll be completely disagree with you, Luc Lafortune, about Martin St. Louis to not be there. Then the next, like this year, following year, and the year after that. I don't see that at all. I think you not have enough confidence about Martin St. Louis. What a play by Ovechkin, guy, between the legs. Wow, what a play, Ovechkin. I disagree with you, Luc Lafortune. I don't know why you don't like Martin St. Louis. Because in NHL he's getting a great reputation, and this organization, Montreal Canadiens, are looking great. How they develop the player, how they make a big use, and Gordon is there. I would be curious about what is your point of view about why you don't like Martin St. Louis, why you feel like he's not a man behind the bench for the Montreal Canadiens, and who you think it will be the coach for the Montreal Canadiens. You feel like they're going to develop better the players because you feel like he's not developing anybody right now. So which coach you believe in NHL right now will develop the Montreal Canadiens, the young men for the Montreal Canadiens? Is it the time to panic and St. Louis? Yes, it is. Um, and I thought, and I'm thinking that way because losing is not fun, but losing is, of course, a cancer inside the locker room sometime. And I think right now they don't have no answer. I think they have to come from the different players. And it's tonight you cannot complain, you cannot blame Bennington. And I think the card are to give money to the young men. They don't carry on, and then the veteran don't score. Like where Ryan O'Reilly's in the beginning of the season, and it's not only one player. So you feel 2, 3 players say, "Oh, this is difficult." It's not only 2 or 3 right now. We talk about all the team does not work together, and it's almost the same thing like season. They only miss David Perron is out. Now they're missing Brendan Saad. I think right now is a big problem because they unbalance the line over there. Still early, but it's still late at the same time. If you want to come back and the division over there, listen, guys, they are right now St. Louis 3-7. The team played less game, but again, so okay, let's move them to win the 2 game. The good news for them is that the only 3 team is in front of them are good. The Winnipeg Jet right now, the Dallas Star, and the Colorado. They are only like 5 points behind Minnesota with 1 game in hands, so they could be dropped. They are 5 points to Nashville, but 2 games in hands, so they can come back, but the road be a little bit harder, honestly. And I think for me, the connection of Bennington, I don't see him to carry on the team all the way. I think they make a big mistake to let it go, Ville Husso, and Doug Armstrong is going to have some regrets. So sometimes you win 3 games, that help. But again, how many games you have to win to catch up all the team like that? If Dallas consists winning what I feel they're going to go, I'm not sure about Winnipeg, but Colorado is going to be better. And then Minnesota can become better. So I think it will be hard for St. Louis and Attack. It will be a surprise. Every year, guys, Super Drew, welcome back. Every year, guys, they have a team. Always we expect them to have a good year, and they have a bad year. Last season, we thought the New York Islanders going to have a good year. Never happening. That's happened every year. Luciano said, bye-bye, Berube. I think I said when they played against Montreal Canadiens, the problem with the St. Louis Blues guy, they lost their identity. The 4 chicken guy, the big guy. Like, it was hard to play against the St. Louis Blues. They were physical. And right now, I don't see that. I think they lose some kind of their identity. That's the one thing. I think when you win the Stanley Cup, like Berube, you get a little bit longer the lash to hold the coach behind the bench. So I don't see this change coming very soon. I would expect other coach in NHL changing before him. I could be wrong about this one over there, but it would be interesting. Bye-bye, Sutter, when they said that same thing. And Montreal Blues were pretty good tonight. Yeah, they're still hanging there for sure, 3-1. Sutter always lose room, whatever he goes. Surprising, and not upset. Randy, not a chance. He just resigned. They just need to get some goaltending, another top 6 winger. Yeah, Randy, Marco, yes, but how they can get a goaltender and how they can get a top 6 winger, Marco. About this, I agree with you. Where will it be? Luke Laverton. Calgary dominate that game, but are walking on the headshot with a shaky goaltending. Let's talk about this, guys. Here's my biggest red flag for the Calgary Flame, guys. I will say to you about the fact like they have a coach just signed a contract 3 years. They have a player like Huberdeau signed a contract 8 years. Sutter said during a press conference, said they asked him what it was Huberdeau during the 3rd period. He said he went out to go to the bedroom on the bathroom. He don't say that way, but he said that the same situation. So you have no clue what Huberdeau. He don't really care. Then after that, the next 2 games after that, he go back again, Huberdeau, at the press conference about the fact like some player does not work hard and they need to step up their game. if you are not happy about your player, you never go through the mic. You have to go through the locker room over there. If they have a relationship for the next 3 years with a player for 8 years and a coach for 3 years, it's not the right way to start. At the end of the day, you have to get better. You have to. It's something SLATER really disagree with his behavior for Huberdeau. I think you don't call that over there when you just start the season over there. So we have other things you should pay more attention. And I think SLATER right now not losing the locker room, but he loses his the player talk about this after that. They are really aware of what's going on around this, and I think it's not a way properly to make a team better after that. So a couple of red flags coming for the behind the bench, and it's the same thing almost. You know what I mean? Like there's something there we don't know in the locker room or the coach staff. But again, they just signed him for 3 years, and would be interesting to follow the flame all over. They have a lot of players there they can win over there. They have a goaltender. They have a great defenseman. They have a player they can perform, but chemistry is not there yet. Good to see Lindholm score tonight. Good to see Backlund score 2 goals, I believe. But again, they need more productivity for other players in the team. That's another problem they have over there. I think it was who said that? Oh, it was John Tortorella. He said that one day, like he talked about his team in Vancouver. I cannot who, but like I will give you the compare with Calgary Flame. It's good for Richie at 4 goals, but this is not good for the team. It's bad for the team. It makes sense. One of your best players is the bottom 6 of your team, but this is bad for the team at the end of the day. So that's what's coming for the coach for John Tortorella, and he was right about that. So be interesting how they going to respond. 0.7 game straight loss for Randy. Time to worry about this. Much better with all the talent coming up. It would be too much for Martin Saint-Louis about this. Disagree with you about this. Looking for son about that. Thanks so much. RG Calabro is in the house tonight. Thank you so much to be a part of the show tonight. Marco, remember I said that Max Trump have a dream year last year. He will not set some regression, a little regression about Emendo will be fine. Marco, Caps 4-2. 4-3 now. I'm behind. Coach, are you worried about the Habs goaltending prospect? Not worried because I don't think so. They are. Oh, Lindgren guy just saved a goal right there. We were there. What a save by Lindgren for hooking Edmonton up power play. I'm not worried about this, Randy, because they don't have a great goaltender prospect in the organization. So it's not like they expect a lot. I think for them is to figure out they need, and the future, another defenseman, a right defenseman, and they need a goaltender definitely the next couple of years. So that 2 areas they need to fill up their hole over there. And I think there'll be a great way about that. Someone compared to me yesterday, Lane Hudson, to someone. Oh, someone talked about yesterday about Lane Hudson, about the fact like Jared Spurgeon guy is another player like Montreal could look about this. By the way, Hudson is 5'9" right now. But Jared Spurgeon talked about Lane Hudson, where a guy like 5'9" can play in NHL. I think it's really good to see that. And a great interview with Spurgeon with the Montreal Canadiens. I don't know who did an article about him. I read this yesterday, where Spurgeon said the only way I stay in NHL because I study the game. I study more the game. I have to watch more video. I need to figure out how the player does the remove and how I can fight them and the battle 1v1. Use my stick better. Great point about what he said yesterday about that. This old school coach is becoming an hiring thing in the past about this coach. Are you worried about their goal? And they got that one. Campbell confidence. And again, I need a statement today very bad on himself. And I think that Edmonton Siri really screwed with his head about this. I thought on the Mishka playing Russia, a right shoulder, I've heard is challenging to bet out or as a contract with Ketchel. Can you comment down? If not, my information is right. I think I talked about it. If not, we'll do it again. Mishkov got you right about this when he signed a contract with CKSA. For me, because of that situation, because the Fantilli get better, Leo Carlson get better, and the fact is a small players a little bit, and the fact like it really is a good players overall. But the all put together, the situation with Russia is another problem. I think they're going to drop him for an NHL. Some people compare him to Pavel Bure. Some people compare him to Kaprizov. And again, still to get there, but the guy have some move. At some point, year ago, they would put both together on the same level, Bedard and Mitchkov in the conversation. Now you have to think about this, guys. I think now you have to add Fantilli, Leo Carlson in that conversation. I will not be surprised as the changing about this, both of them. So like Fantilli or Carlson become the top three, and then Mitchkov come number 4. Great question, William, about this. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. What adversary from Laval could carve up out the Montreal this season? I think right now they have to go with JC Alonen is the first one. Alonen for the forward. RHP is the next one you can add for sure. That's the number 2. But that's pretty much what you have right now from Laval. And then you have the possibility, William, to add Emil Henneman. Now he was out for 6 weeks. He's right now close to return. And we'll see what he's going to do with him. If they're going to bring back and keep him at Laval. Or then they're going to send him down to send them in Sweden. Will be interesting about, back in Europe. So it'll be interesting to see that. I get there. Flame to trade for Mike Smith. Question. Luciano, your thought on the app next 3 game, win Canucks Penguins. So that's the kind of team that can compete, Luciano. And they're winning out on fire right now. So the team could be struggled. The Canucks on a fire. And the Pittsburgh does not do well. So now Vancouver go on the road. And then it'll be the first, back on the road like they did earlier at the beginning of the season. And Montreal, I believe they can win 1 of the 3 games is coming. But again, it's a good compete for them because it's kind of team I'll be like them. Like they are not big forward. So yeah, but the third line, Detroit, yes, I understand. Soderblom and Rasmussen, but you talk about Larkin and other players, I don't think so. They are the same size. So Montreal can play with the 3 team over there. They use their transition. They have a good defenseman over there. It's not a 3 team are really physical like the team they play against Vegas, Minnesota, and the Dallas Star. So Montreal could have some success over there at the end of the week. Now I expect too much. I said 0-2-1 or I said 0-1-2 this week at the app branch. And they could go 1-1-1. I would not be surprised at the end, or 1-2. But again, they have to compete more. For me, it's about the line they're going to use. Martin Saint-Louis during the weeks. Looking at for 4-3 Washington. 6 minutes 45. Coach, I thought Honduras so far how he's playing is getting enough ice time. The time is about, we said yesterday was about 11 minutes something, 35 seconds to go. He play about 14 shifts per game right there. He play about only 2 minutes, 35 seconds on power play total. Look, the guy is getting better. Every single game, he engaged more. He's better like on the physical of the game where he's more confident. He scored 3 goals and 9 shots only. I make a video yesterday about him, and I showed to you guys 2 videos where you can see he's getting confidence more and more. But again, at the end of the day, he need more ice time. He need to get more on and play with better players. Play with Jake Evans, with my respect, and play with Ben PITLICK or Pesara or whatever, on the 4 line. I think for me, he need more. I think he need to be more challenged with Monahan or those kind of players, and I think that will helping him to get better. He need to shoot the puck more on the net. You know, 9 shot and 9 game, that's not good enough. That gave him about 1 shot per game. So again, the fact he not play a lot, that's not good for him. But I think long term, they need to make some kind of modification I just mentioned to you guys. It will be interesting how they're going to react with him. I think it's time for him to play with Monahan. I think I would put him as like Monahan as the father and son. Show them because with respect with Jake Evan, Monahan, I think it would be a better player for him to give that kind of vision and to be open up the open space for Sikorsky. Sikorsky can shoot a puck. He can see that he had 3 goals on 9 shots. I give him a 33.3% on shooting shot over there. Cap all four. Tressadol, talk about this game. Ireland and Zach William Snyder. No need to set. Sorry about 8 need to Chicago. Then he got Tony. Do we trade Madison Emerson? We could get great value for them. I don't touch Mike Madison for me. Tony, 28 years old. Contract below $5 million. Edmondson is 31 years old, and I think you should go more with Madison, 2 different players. And I think for me, I will trade Edmondson at the trade deadline if you want looking for a full asset. Remember, guys, the Kaden Cooley put Romanov out because they knew they would not need Romanov. Imagine right now you have Romanov. Possibly Jakai is not in the lineup, or possibly Jordan Harris not in the lineup. Who knows, right? And I think for me, a guy like Edmondson could be out, get a first-round pick in return, and then use that pick for possibly a pick like 26, 27, 28. A goaltender could be at that area, I believe, for me and my eyes. I think it would be a guy, Tony, that can look about this. So I think at some point they will have to go that direction. I think a guy like DUARTE could be another asset for Montreal. I think Montreal should trade Josh Anderson. If you think a long term, Josh Anderson not going to be there, and Josh Anderson, I don't see going to change a long term. He's carrying a $5.5 million. You're stuck with Gallagher at the end of the day, but it is what it is, right? You cannot go backwards. You have to go forward. But Edmondson, DUARTE, Anderson, involved with Hoffman, Dadonov, Drouin, and all my players I was looking to trade if I was a Montreal Canadian at some point. I have to feeling we end up with Yager at number 7, Marco said. He would be number 7. Possibility would be a little bit longer to wait. Kasten deserves to be high pick, size, speed, good hands, great transition. About this, Skinner, big time save. Kelly, I'm married but not kids. She watched our show. Well, then I'm here. Here we go. It says the coach, losing team, look like Fortune. About that. Saint Louis, 5 ans minimum, André said. Kate said he should feel bad because she knows some person will bring it in. All right, bedtime time's up and is out over said. Come go. Saint Louis, really missing Perron. More cut deep thought. I watched him again, Marco. I'll be honest with you guys. David Perron, guys, is unbelievable hockey player. I watched him at Detroit beat yesterday, the New York Rangers, right, in overtime. Perron, guys, I think he's underrated. I think this guy is underrated, and he looked great. He looked in shape. He looking good. I think he's looking. I think Perron is an amazing, great hockey player. Marco said Winnipeg a dark horse. So we need to be playing Gloria again in the arena. That'll be a good point with that. Show me a good goalie. I will show you a good team, a good coach. About this one, I will show me a good game. I want to get taste some of them, but yeah, no way they have the money. Does I know anyone knows? I don't see Jonathan Taze with the Edmonton Oilers in my eyes. I don't think so. They need a center. because now you have Tressadol, you have McDavid, and now I don't know what would be the purpose to have Jonathan Tace over there. I don't feel like they will need him. I think it would be better to have Patrick Kane if I have to make a move over there. If I was the situation over there. Jacques Plante and Van de Gaulle Mask. Yep, it is. Where is Huberdeau? Struggle, honestly, right now for him. Really not a good start over there. We have Mr. Dollar 3 is in the house. Welcome aboard, Mr. Dollar. Johnny Golden, what team are the most likely trade partner for Ken Hughes? It depends, Roger, Johnny, about this. You talk about right now, it's a team right now like the Flyers could be a good one for the center. That would be another one. You have a different team looking for a defenseman, like Toronto. I think they could looking for Jordan Munson if I was Toronto. I think that Florida Panthers is under the team. Now, I don't set a partner, like I don't know what they're going to get in return. Both teams don't have a lot of prospect, right? And they don't want to give the first round pick. So that's the two thing over there. And then you can go that way with other team and NHL. But if you think about those kind of team you have, all right? And I'll give you an idea right there. The Edmonton possibly a left defenseman over there. On the Central, I think Colorado could looking for a Christian Dvorak. I could be wrong here, but I think they could looking about him. The Minnesota, I'm not sure how they're going. I think they would like a Rosie anyway, but I will not go about this one over there. On the Atlantic Division, Toronto a defenseman. Florida, a defenseman. On the Eastern, I think the Rangers looking more for a right winger. I don't think so. Any Metropolitan now, you can go with Washington, but I don't think so. They would go that direction over there. They don't have a lot of team they can trade on the Metropolitan, obviously. So that would be the best thing, Johnny, I would say to you. Now they get what they're looking for, sure, a prospect. They're looking for picks, and they are willing to keep the money retaining at some point. Thanks so much, RJ. With Ansel, you insult a bad mouth, a player in public, you lose the chance to get him play on his further period. You're absolutely right about this. No, Kelly Ox would have to eat more necessary, 90% deadline, but likely about this one over there. I'm not Bob the truck. Wow, Skinner make another big save. Problem in locker room last year in Florida, a locker room this year in Calgary. What is the common denominator? Huberdeau. Oh, that's a good point about this and our tap. But I wouldn't go that way because we don't know what is next for Calgary. What is the next for Calgary? Are you talking about the next game or are you talking about what is happening Sunday? 3-way. Please those second, this one over there. Hit the likes and 25 likes. Zoboda look about he said out the no clue. Yes. Personally, I see Lane Hudson as a Tony Crook person type. Is that good compared? Yeah, as much as he can skate, is that something insane? Other you do Spencer shot, other can Crook. Yes, I would say to you, Spurgeon is better to Tony Crook. And then I would say to you, Lane Hudson guy is really shifty. Wow, what a save by Skinner with the glove, guys. Power play, guys, Washington. Wow, that's not good news for the for the others. But yeah. Ovechkin almost on breakaway. Hey, score. Washington score 5-3. Kisnika, wow. The Washington beat the Edmonton Oilers, guys. Unbelievable. 1 and 2 on my prediction tonight. So yes, about this one over there, TH. Some team which have patient will get a great player in Michigan because value drops and it cannot be air for 2-3 years. Yes, and I agree with you about him. Spurgeon, yes. Crack, no. Crack is take as well in that series. Some game is all about deception. Been shifty as L. Illinois not really having a good start in Laval. About this, Rick Kane is in the house. Welcome aboard, Rick. Not a problem. Everybody is busy. No worry, Rick. And our top is below, but guys, what happening with me early today? Here we go. I just got my 2000 jersey in the mail. Congratulations, Rick, for your jersey. How about that one? At least they have Slavkovsky on the first power play unit in the next game. Will be interesting to see that. Marco William have the AB 102 from the bench at the pick up 4 points. Do you think that will help the division standing? Yeah, but I don't think so. They're really talking, they're looking about this. I think for them, it's about how they can play against other teams in the league. So I believe the best way to call this about could probably be good. Trade bait, but trade deadline. Possibility, but I think Montreal will not. I don't know why they will give another right defenseman and get a guy with experience like him. The other score, guys, 5-4. 1 minute, 6 seconds to go. Wow. Now no John Hopkins score second goal of the night. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I will trade Saval, but I couldn't understand. Carlo Casella, what are with Moses the rest of the season? Can they make the playoff, Carlo? No, Carlo. I don't see Montreal to make the playoff. I just see them more at the bottom of the NHL, 27, 28, 29 to 32. 29 was my prediction at the beginning of the season, and they do pretty good. 28, they do excellent. 27, but I don't think so. They can go that level for that. I think it would be a little bit too far for them to make the playoff. 50 seconds to go remaining, guys. McDavid control the puck. Are we watching the rest of this game? At the Ashmack, bring it back the blue line, back to Tressador. Tressador at Ashmack, goal line, back to back at the blue line, set up the Barry to the left side. Shoot the puck over the green. The puck go out of the play. Right, by the way, I hope the app make the playoff. Come, I feel bad for you. They didn't feel yeah. Oh, it's not good. It's all right, Rick. No problem, but thank you for thinking that way. I really like that the point one I practice today. Jakai, Sakoski, Suzuki, Cole, and Dak. About that one there. Colorado would be a good trade partner with Montreal. They would be looking for the second line center. The rack might be fit the bill. That's what I think a little bit. Or you can have the rack for free if you take Hoffman, Tony said. I wonder if the first one pick would be much harder to get at the deadline this year. Definitely, yes, Marco. But a team like they know they're going to go second round, third round, fourth round. I think they're going to let it go if they have to. But they'll need a little bit more caution for sure, Marco. Some teams learn about this, like the Florida Panthers learn to not give away their first round pick like that. And it will be prefer Harris over Jacob on the about the first power play, I believe. And X has got nothing to lose all to the game about this. 5-3 Washington. And then you have Nicolas Gobet about this. I want to fly up, be blow out to get to top first pay would be great. Yeah, example, if they lost the 5 game, like, if they finish, they make the playoff. They don't make the playoff. That gives Montreal a 16 pick. And that way, guys, the Washington win tonight 5-4. Unbelievable. And McDavid upset, leave the building. Charlie Lindgren, guys, from the Montreal Canadiens. And Edmonton gone now 7-6, guys. 7-6. Washington get now. And Edmonton are 7-6 Edmonton, guys. Unbelievable. I love X-Tony, but just think average deserve a shot on the power play. The power play doing well, by the way. On the PK one, Washington 5-4. Yep. Another one over there. 2 goal for Nuggets. Yep. About this, don't touch Savard. And the top is giving us best hockey. I agree to me, but you always sell high about that. But who do you put in our top? If you're losing David Savard, who would be your right defenseman in our top for next season? Because if you look on they have after that Kovacevic, they have Chris Whiteman, and that's it. So I'll be curious about if you trade in our top a high level like that, but who do you get as the right defenseman for the year to come, like next season? 11 goal tomorrow, 11 game tomorrow. Yeah, it plays the Warack William. All right, guys, from chat a bit. Have a good night, Mr. Marco. Coach, I was a 3-0. Congratulations, Brandy. To the goal tonight, 20, Kelly said. Bonsoir, Mr. Steve G and the house. On my game. Bonne nuit, Marco. Je vais être pas loin en arrière. 2-1 for Kelly tonight. 3 wins in the row for the lead, and the prime are gone in our top. Randy with this, and they have to go in our top. Who said that? Baron and for Savard will not be a part of the Montreal future sell high now. But the prime you get there is, first of all, in our top, Justin Barron is not playing in NHL. He's only 21 years old. I think you regress. You don't go forward. Barron don't have played well, by the way, in Laval. But you cannot start next season with Justin Barron, Kovacevic, and Chris Whiteman. If you want to go, guys, to go a little bit more better year after year, you want to be sure you don't go backwards and try to get a player like Savard. I think I would not touch a right defenseman. Savard bring more as the leader. He bring more as a teacher. He really stabilized the career right now at Caden Coley. Imagine Justin Barron right now with Caden Coley in our top. I think that would be really negative for the Montreal Canadiens at long term. You need to balance. I think you have to players like pas bien coach. Yeah, I know. That's my other problem with that part over there. I don't think so. We go that scenario. Coach, is it that goalie Antoine Laval contract going to help the league? Not allow Kelly. I don't, you talk about the 4 now goalies for the Toronto Maple Leafs, so I don't think so. It will bring a lot long term for them. They need him anyway because just in case, and you know what I mean, like don't expect too much about him. And do you not know? Cause my leave, I say about this one over there. And guys, we just add the 10:50. I think it would be time to you go to the quiz tonight. Let's see what we have here at the quiz. Friday, November 11, 7 o'clock. Laval Rocket again. The Utica Comets, the New Jersey Devils. About this and at that one better tank. But it's not the point. Again, look, if you get better, right? You still have no right defenseman. Like you trade something where you know you already have something at the backup plan, B, C. But if you trade on the right defenseman where you don't have enough yet, I don't know how you can get a big players over there. I think for me, that would be not advance the Montreal. I think they would be pushed backwards. Not said David Savard is a great defenseman. It's just he filled a hole we don't have. If you trade Jordan Munson, But then you have Jacka, you have Harris, you have Coley, and you have possibility Lane Hudson's coming soon, and then you can go all the way like that. But I think it'll be not the right way for me right now to get that one over there. Look at Fentelli. Yeah, I think Fentelli is the one I will go, that one over there, and then I will go with Fentelli, and then I will go with Leo Carlson. I think there's another one about this. Oh, mais je sais si Mézac play, William. Mézac don't have a lot of great year yet with the Laval Rocket. I know he was hurt. I don't know he was come back. I don't follow them too much. But I don't think see his name on the prospect yesterday. So, William, Jan Mézac, guys, is a guy who would take a little bit longer if he become the NHL. If he become NHL, I can see him like a guy like Jake Evans in NHL. Really good, smart players on the 200 feet. He needs to improve his speed, but I think, he can become another Jake Evans in NHL. I think a little bit more skill, but is a guy can understand very well the play and anticipate the play on moves. So that's what will be my expectation about Jan Mézac a long term for him, for sure. Here we go, guys. Time to go to the quiz. The winner last Monday, it was not Luc Lafortune, guys. It was Vinny. I did not change this one over there. I changed the score, but I did not change the people here. There, it was Vinny right there, and we have the next one was Pierre Martin. Was the winner on that one over there. Here we go. That's what we got so far on that one over there. I don't know if some people want to join us live. You can join us, and I will bring you on here. We're looking for 4 contests tonight. And if you want to join me, we're going to give up 1 spot to Vinny. Vinny, you're welcome. I think Pierre Martin is not there, so we're going to open up 3 other spots. If you not want to come here, you join. If not, we're going to go with the people join us. Thanks so much, Renata. So we'll give you about 3 minutes before we start. I would love to join. William, you're welcome to join. William, all right. William, we're going to have William. We're going to Vinny join us very shortly. Vinny, we're going to put you on the guest number 1 tonight. Vinny, welcome aboard.
Well,
Thanks to be with us tonight. We're going to wait for other people to join us the next couple of minutes, Vinny, and we'll be back very soon with you. William join us. We'll wait for William. 5 questions tonight, guys. We have a couple of great questions. I think it will be interesting. Thanks so much, Danny. And William, wait for William. We're going to open a door for 1 more person behind that. If you have anyone want to join us, time to click on the likes over there. Vinny is like the jersey behind you. The Quebec Nordic, he's talking about.
HUNTE,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that one, Vinny. Quebec, the Quebec Nordic.
I put them there on purpose.
Vinny, where are you located again? Are you in Toronto?
No, Ottawa.
Ottawa. Here we go. All right. I knew he was in Ontario, but I was not sure. Yeah, no, Nordic. William, wait for you, buddy. And anybody want to get there? We have 1 more spot, so put you said yes in the chat, so I can give you your spot. Now run, join you was supposed to last time. So William, are you coming? And then anybody want the spot number 4? Put yes in the chat so we can keep your spot live, and we'll get there. We got there. We wait. Oh, we have number 3 is coming. Oh, we have RJ. RJ is coming with us. So RJ is in, waiting for William Snyder. William, can you tell us yes or no? RJ, welcome back, my friend.
Well,
Everything's all right?
yep.
Awesome. Wait for one more contestant, guys. We wait for William Snyder. William Snyder is in the house with us. We have one more spot, guys. I forgot. It's 5 now. So we have one more spot. Who want to join us? William Snyder, welcome back in the house. And anybody want to join us? We have one more to go, guys. Danny and our tap. We ask anybody get now. We ask you if you want to join us. That'd be great. We lost William. It's appear. So hopefully William will be back in the house very shortly. And anybody want to join us? I'll give you 2 more minutes, guys. We'll go start in a minute. Thanks in our tap for the link again. And we're going to start very soon. Then go from there. RG tried to stabilize his phone.
No, I'm not using my phone.
William, welcome back.
I'm fixing my tablet to try to fix my cloud station.
That's all right. About this,
Trying to
we
get
have
that echo out of there.
1 more minute, guys. And then we're going to start. We'll wait if somebody wants to join us. If not, we're going to get out here and then play the game.
Good luck, everyone else.
All right, so let's move on, guys, because we have to wait. We put that, we think it's put this Richard Mullen back in the house. Richard, welcome back. And then number 4 is out of the game, guys. Let's go starting the first one. Hopefully you guys doing well tonight. We'll see what happening. And Richard Mullen, welcome in the house. Question number 1, guys. How many different players played with Paul Coffey and won the Hart Trophy? During his career, Paul Coffey played with different teams, and at some point he played with different players. Some of them when the hold on, we have another contestant, but you can consider to read this question. We're going to bring back Richard Mullen. Welcome aboard. Richard Mullen is going to be right here, and for number 4, Rich, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Awesome. So, how many different players played with Paul Coffey and won the Hart Trophy? 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8? There we go. You guys are going to give me an answer at the end. We have Chicago said 5. Kelly said 6. Ron with King said 5. Kelly, welcome, Richard. Thank you, Richard, to join us tonight. Glad to having each one of you. Ron with King said 5. B. Anybody else have an answer? We'll wait for the more people. Give us an answer before we jump in the panelists tonight. There we go. We have Nicolas E, Luciano D. Let's start in with Vinny, the winner last time.
I'll have to go with B for this one.
B for 5. All right. RJ.
I take D7.
7. D. All right. William.
Going A.
A. 4. Richard Mullen.
I'm also going A.
A. Like Danny did, like Inartap said. And we see if we have anybody else. We give a mulligan for. I didn't see Luc Lafortune. I don't know. Luc, he left the building. Luc, did you give an answer? No. Luc did not give an answer. Everybody, a mulligan for everybody. We wait for about 3 more seconds. Luc said A. He followed everybody else. But oh my God, we have only one person did it, ladies and gentlemen. We have to give credit for Nicolas de Gobi Bono. And the answer, guy, is E. 8 different players have the Hart Trophy last would play with Paul Coffey. So congratulations to Nicolas de Boni Bono. Goni Bono win this one. Question number 2, guys. Oh my God. We're going to stay on the same place, guys, because I want to hear from you. Which one of this list did not win the Hart Trophy and play with Paul Coffey? Eric Lindros, Joe Thornton, Brent Trottier, Yari Coury, or Mac Macy. One of them, it was a teammate with Paul Coffey. Wait, 8 of them win, but one of them, this list, never win the trophy. Which one it is? The Hart Trophy, the MVP. Lindros, Thornton, Trottier, Coury, or Messier. Who are the 8 in our top? Maybe you're going to figure out this very soon. Thanks so much. Randy said C earlier. D. Chicago said Brent Trottier. Thanks so much. We wait for other people. Luc Laforcine, Eric Landras. Thanks so much, Luc. Luciano said Landras. And our top said D. Ron would said D. Then Danny said D. Again, like that. Kelly said D. And then we have, let's start in out with Richard Molin.
I'm going to go with D.
D. All right. What about following by William?
I'm gonna go A. Eric Lindros.
Lindros. RJ.
C.
All right. And Vinny.
I'll go with C as well.
C. Brent Trottier. Oh, few of you guys nailed it. Oh my God! Because the answer guy is D. Yari Coury is the one was not in the list. Congratulations for the winner of that one over there. We have RJ.
That was my second answer.
Richard Modern, Kelly, Danny, Run with Kings. We have in our tap, but Nicolas de Gobi Bono take the lead with 2 about this one over there. Yeah, did you see my beat? Yes, Randy, I did. Lindros 1, Thornton 2, Trottier 3, Messier 4, Jagger 5, Lemieux 6. Great, I miss. What's again? Lindros, Thornton, Trottier, Messier, that's 4. I said after that, Jagger, that's 5. Messier, Gretzky, that's 6. After that, I have Lemieux, that's 7, and a guy from the Detroit Red Wings. It's not Eiserman. It's another one over there. That's 8. I cannot remember the one and the Detroit Red Wings anyway. Maybe the memory will come back to me.
It wasn't Lindstrom, huh?
I cannot remember. Question number 3, guys. Elias Pettersson have a game of 5 points for his 3rd time with the Canucks, and who is tying with the Canucks? Another player with the Canucks have a game of 5 points, did it 3 times. Is it Pavel Bure, Alexander Mogilny? Is it Marcus Naslund or Stan Smith or Tony Tandy? Good luck, everybody. With the Flowers and our tap. Nicolas, go with Naslund. Thanks so much, Nicolas. And then we have Chicago with D. Kelly with C. Luciano go with C. Danny go with C. Chicago said no clue. One with B. Thanks so much. And then we have Randy Walkman said A. Thanks so much. Let's start now from the middle of the RJ.
My take A.
A. Pavel Bure.
A.
And then William.
I'm gonna go B. McGillney.
All right. Thank you so much. And then we have Richard Mullen.
I'm going to go Naslund.
Naslund with C. Vinny.
B.
You
I'll
get
go
it?
B.
C. Naslund?
Yeah.
All right, sound good.
No.
All right,
No. B.
B, Mogini.
Yeah.
What's your
All right.
second answer?
And then Enatap said E. Luke Laforson said D. And the winner, who is Tony Dandy, number 9 for the Canucks, Kelly.
Oh my god!
The answer this one, guys, is B. Vinny, be a part of the show and I'll get the one good answer. But run with Kings, run with Kings 20. Tie the game with Nicolas de Gobi Bono for the end of the last question of the night. Now we have 2 more to go, by the way. That's a good one about that. Congratulations, the one got it. Let's move on. Question number 4. Three game in NHL yesterday and the NHL. How many defensemen have 1 point minimum? 9 of them, 10 of them, 11 of them, 12 of them, or 13 of them? How many different players, defensemen, have 1 point yesterday in NHL? Good luck for everybody. 3 game and NHL. Chicago said A. How many game have that one over there? We have Luciano said C. Thanks so much. Luciano Graziano. Luc Laforson D. Luc 03. Run with King C. Nicolas C. Thanks so much. Danny go with C. Thanks so much, Danny. Danny T. I'm from is away Chicago. All right. Let's start getting with time. William.
I think I'm gonna go C, Coach. 11.
11. Thanks so much, William. Let's move on with Richard Mullen.
I think I'm going to go D, 12.
12. And after I've said B. No, Kelly, I did not get yours. So repeat again, please. Then we go with Vinny.
B.
B, 10. All right. And RJ.
8, 9.
8, 9. By the way, you guys, each one of you have one good answer so far. So that'll be interesting. Well, we get Kelly go with B about this one over there. The answer, guys, on that one over there is RJ. If you have a second option, what it would be your answer?
C.
C?
Yes.
Oh my god!
You should go with C, my friend, because you nailed it on that one over there. But not good enough. Too late. But we have, right now, guys, we have Vinny, not Vinny, William Snyder got it for the second time. Danny got it for the second time. But, obviously, run with Kings and Nicolas de Gobi Bono take the lead at 3, both of them. After 4 questions, Kelly got B on that one. So, congratulations for you. Now, we can tie the game. Some of you, William, you can tie the game with Danny to this night. And if they are both of them are wrong, we'll see if they look like tonight. Here we go. How many players play over 20 minutes yesterday, Sunday, during the 3 game? How many players play 20 minutes over 20 minutes Saturday, Sunday? 12, 14, 16, 18, or 20? I apologize, guys. Is a defenseman, by the way. How many defensemen play over 20 minutes yesterday? It's not forwards. Only defensemen. There we go. We have D, A, Luciano, Round with King, D. Look up for Sunset, E. Good job. Welcome back in the house. 2 more likes for Cole. Thanks so much, Mr. Game. Pressure lot, you stop by. How many defensemen play over 20 minutes yesterday, Sunday game? Nicolas said D, 18. Would be interesting what Round with King said. D, of course, both of them go for the gumball. Both of them gumball for D. Danny go with D for 18. Let's move on now here on the chat. See where I'm going. Let's start in back with Vinny.
I'll go with D for this one.
D for 18. And I type said
Yes.
C. Kelly got C. RJ,
I take C16.
C16, like Kelly. William, can you tie the
Going
game?
B. Going
B.
B, 14.
14. Richard Modern, can you
Three
score for the
teams.
second time tonight?
I'm going to go with D.
D with 18. Awesome to hear that. Richard, just a question like that. If I ask you, what would be your second option?
Usually I just go with my gut, but we'll go with C.
C16. What would be your third option?
Either A, B, or E.
So what would be the last answer?
B.
B, 14. What would be your fourth answer? Your fourth option?
My fourth would be E, and my fifth would be A.
But the answer, guys, is E on that one over there. So congratulations, finally. But nobody, other the fact, can tie the game. Ron and Nicola, guys, have a wrong on the last answer, but nobody get that answer. Congratulations, Nicolas de Gobi-Bono and Ron with King have the winner of the contest tonight for the quiz of the HNL Tonight Show. Guys, it was great having each one of you. Thanks to join us at the French quiz. We appreciate it a lot. Don't forget to be back another time. Great to see you, Mr. Richard, live with us. William, always a pleasure. RJ, keep continuing what you're doing. And then finally Vinny, good job tonight, all of you tonight.
King.
Jeez. I matched my prediction record. Gee.
Here we go. It's all good, Richard. It's all about participation. Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to see you tonight, my friend. We wish you an amazing, great night, everybody. We thank you, everyone. We wish you an amazing, great night, guys. Thanks so much for your participation. Vinny, good job, buddy. RJ, thanks so much. William, always a great joy to having you aboard. And that's conclude, guys. Another quiz for the Hockey Nation Live Show. Try to move on to the next thing about this one over there. And we want to thank, guys, of course, the winner of the contest, Run with Kings 20 and Nicolas de Gobi-Bono. Congratulations for your participation tonight. Awesome job, everybody. Adam Vianco show up at the last minute. Thanks so much to sign back. Rudolph, the quiz always stop me. Rudolph, thanks so much. Look at the tonight. Of course, this concludes, guys, another HNL Tonight Show. And can't wait to see you tomorrow night. The Montreal Canadiens on the road play again at Detroit. But when we'll be live with you guys, I can't wait to see you tomorrow night. For see what Montreal going to look like. Don't forget to click on the like before you leave the building. Before we leave, we want to remind you one more thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thanks so much again for your participation tonight. Dawson, welcome back in the house. Alan, of course, have an amazing, great night. Until the next time, we want to remind everybody, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate what? The second half of what? He said it again, 2022. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Of course, I want to remind you one more thing. We love you, people. See you next time. And thanks so much, everybody. All the moderators of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Good night, Kelly. Look at Boston. Ça sent, yeah. Ça sent. Vinny, good job tonight. Thanks so much. Richard Mullen again. RJ Calabro, Chicago Bear. And off top, Nicolas, congratulations tonight. William Snyder, always a great point to see you that tonight. How many points is second? Danny T, again, all the matter. Then game winner Bobby, thanks so much. Alan Vianco, thanks so much, and many other part of the game tonight. Thanks so much, Alan, for all the likes. We have, of course, other people join us tonight, and we appreciate your participation at the Hockey Show, like Rudolph, de Caparton. On aime coach aussi. Merci beaucoup, mon Luc. Merci beaucoup encore une fois. Thanks so much, RJ Calabro, for all the likes we got tonight. Thank you, Richard. You should come the next time after the game on Montreal Canadiens. Thanks so much, William. Always a pleasure. Booyah!